we're looking at issues around pension as well, which is of course very key for both the contributors and of course the retirees. We need to know how is this sector being run there across the country. But we look at why some state governments are still, holding on to the defined benefit scheme, talking about the DBS, instead of embracing the contributory pension scheme, as the case may be. My guest, who is somebody that is well knowledgeable in this sector, Malam Sani Mustapha. He was the former director of corporate services at PITAD, and of course the current senior technical advisor at Contributory Pension and Happy Retirement Advocacy, COPEHRA. He joins me virtually from Abuja here. Good morning, Malam Mustapha.
Good morning, Mr. Yusuf Akogu.
Yes, it's good to have you and to see you as well. Well, we're still in the Salah celebration mood. Barika de Salah.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Let's go into this very important conversation. I had some discussion with some key players in this industry, and then many of them are saying some state governments are still holding on to the defined benefit scheme. Why are they afraid of migrating or transiting to CPS?
Well, the CPS is a scheme that is well regulated, and from day one, once you finish all the processes, everybody will know the position of the state and the position of the pensioners. It's a form of liability control. So the way the states hold on to the old defined benefit scheme is really a sorry state, because pensioners are suffering, the state is also suffering. It would be a good thing if they can move into the contributory pension scheme, where everybody at the end of the day will be very happy.
Indeed. Can you tell us why they have refused to even move? I mean, we have CPS has been there for a very long time, and still some states are still holding on to this defined benefit scheme, talking about DBS. I mean, what does this mean for retirees or pensioners in those states?
It means more suffering, because if you look at it, for the last 10 to 15 years, most of the pensioners that will be going around town with placards are pensioners of the defined benefit. It will take a long time before they get their pension. It will take a long time before they get their arrears. And when they retire, they can stay 2-3 years before the state government can gather enough resources to pay them. And after payment, it will take another long time before they are paid. But states like Lagos, Kaduna, Ondo, Ekiti, Jigawa, Oshun, Edo, and to some extent Delta, most of their pensioners are getting their pension as at when due. But states that hold on to the defined benefit, really they need to get their act together as far as pension payment is concerned. And of course, you know, the contributory pension is fraud-free. You cannot do fraud in contributory pension. So maybe there could be that kind of reason why some states may be more amenable to the defined benefit, where once in a while they can, you know, do some really bad things.
All right. This defined benefit scheme, I want to know, because I recall, I can say I'm a victim of this because when my father passed some years back, we find it so difficult to assess his pension after, I mean, he was a state government worker before he passed away. Can you tell us, give us some of the details on how this can be processed in the event that the owner or the contributor is no more?
Now, under the defined benefit, which is the old pension system, everything is not digital. Everything is documents, and these documents are not even well kept. So somebody that died, they may have to go through all their, their archives to try and fish out his file. And if that file doesn't have one document, they will not process that pension. They will still be looking. So it takes years if you apply, because it is not, captured digitally. It has not been digitalized. The whole process is still manual. So everybody suffers. But the contributory pension, if you look at it, from day one, you are captured. All your career documents are captured, and any processing will take just a matter of minutes. But the old system, and that is where the people that work with the old pension bodies make their money. You come and be going there for a long time. You will go and see a pension officer, pension accountant, auditor, things like that. So everything is like olden age. There is need for us to upscale and really go through the contributory pension.
Indeed, there is need for us to upscale. But the Pension Act reform, the Pension Reform Act of 2004 did provide for that, for state government to transit from DBS to CPS. But for those who are yet to transit, are they violating this act, or it is at their discretion?
Well, pension, as captured in the 1999 Constitution as amended, is something which the federal government can do, and also the state can do. The federal government cannot really force the state governments. You understand? Just like education, the state government have a leeway. The Pension Reform Act actually mandates the state governments to really key in. But you see, the Constitution gave them the right to now decide how they want to do it. And that is why some states have not really woken up to the fact that it will benefit them and benefit their pensioners to key into this contributory pension scheme. For example, the contributory pension is a liability control. If a state wants to key into the contributory pension, they first of all do an actuarial valuation, which will give them a figure that at a point, all the people working for the state government, this is what the state government is owing them as per pension benefits. So with that, then you now register everybody, open a retirement savings account, and then start paying. Even the governor will be much happier. You go to bed very happy and sleep very well once you knew he take care of this pension liability. But some states really have not woken up to this fact, and maybe the governors are being misled. But you see, governors that really took the bull by the horn are now very okay. If there is any riot now, if there are a group of governors having a meeting and they said outside there are a group of pensioners looking for a governor, I'm sure the governor of Jigawa will just laugh and say that definitely they are not Jigawa pensioners. They must be from those states that have not taken the initiative to know their status.
Indeed, that's a very good one there that you rightly explained. Let's also talk about the role of RSA in all of these, because under the CPS, I understand that companies, state governments, even the federal government are to deal directly with the RSA as well. Under this, where does RSA come in, especially states that are yet to comply?
You see, the retirement savings account is purposely created under the Pension Reform Act to be owned and owned only by the owner. You cannot, any money inside the retirement savings account belongs to the owner. That is the worker that registered on that RSA. Even if you take that worker to court and he's owing money, then the court cannot add that RSA as part of his liability to be used to offset his loan or something. A government, even if they sack a staff, they cannot touch the money inside RSA. The only thing is the RSA belongs to the worker and his next of kin. So it is a very beautiful product. Under the defined benefit, if a worker served for 30 years or 35 years and the government dismissed him, he will lose all his pension, accrued rights, everything. But under this new dispensation, he doesn't lose kobo. Even if you dismiss him, he can go ahead and access his pension rights. So this RSA is a product that really came to save Nigerian workers.
Indeed, saving Nigerian workers, they're using this RSA, of course, which is also in line with the Pension Reform Act of 2004. Let's look at states that I'm still particular about, states that are yet to comply. Are they doing this out of ignorance, or is it out of a dubious means, or is it intentional? I mean, to keep benefiting from pension funds?
Well, I would like to agree that it is out of ignorance, because if states know how by keying into the contributory pension they will be relieved of pension problems, they would have run to the regulator, PENCOM, and really beg them to get in. And the National Pension Commission would gladly help states. Even the new Director General said she even planned to engage with states. And she wants to even introduce a new reward system by those states that have keyed in will be rewarded. Now look at it. By keying in to the contributory pension, you will now start to have a fully funded scheme. Your pensioners will know that they have money set aside for them. And states also that key in can also issue bonds for developmental and infrastructural loans under this scheme. This thing is only open to states that key into the contributory pension. And seriously, any states that wants to have peace from the pensioners should key into the contributory pension. And there are many ways which you can key into the scheme. You only need to talk with the regulator, because if you look at it, the way Lagos is doing their contributory pension is not the same as the way Jigawa is doing. And Bauchi is coming up very fast. The governor have set up the board. They have taken a professional as the first executive secretary, and definitely Bauchi will come on stream very soon. So those states that refuse to key in are really missing out.
Indeed, those to key in rather, and are missing out, according to what you say. But CPS, some say it still has its own challenges. There's issue of capacity building as well. Of course, there's expansion of coverage, ensuring adequate investment outlet for pension fund. Is it part of what some state governments are afraid of?
At all, because we have a saying in Hausa that it is from the person in front that you can know the depth of a water. Now, all these other states that I told you about, none of them is complaining. They are really very happy with the scheme. You can see Governor of Lagos meeting pensioners. He's so happy and relieved. But if you look at other states, everything, once you mention pension, the governor is not happy, the head of service is not happy, the secretary to the state government is not happy, everybody, the president of Nigeria Union of Pensioners is not happy, because it is the old defined scheme. It doesn't have it is opaque. Not if I tell you that a governor in a state that key into the contributory pension, at a go you can ask him about his pensioners, he will tell you. You just go into his laptop and tell you, or call the executive secretary of the pension board and he will tell you. But the state that didn't key into this contributory pension, it is neither here nor there. They don't even know what they are doing. So as per investments, pension assets are one of the best secured and well invested assets in Nigeria. You can check the figures, work out. You understand? And it is so transparent, very transparent. Under the Pension Reform Act, all the PFAs give a 247 report of whatever they do with the funds to the regulator. And every month they carry this report and give to the regulator. So it's something that is, is secure, and everybody can go to sleep once you key into the contributory pension.
Indeed, that is a whole lot there. Let's also talk about some see it as a very important social security system. You play in that sector. You are a very expert, a very astute pension administrator. A lot of people see CPS talking about contributory pension scheme as a very important social security system. Do you think with the way the implementation have gone so far, it has able to live up to that expectation?
Well, the contributory pension is not enough. But look at it. We have been grappling for the last 20 years to even have Nigeria covered 100% with the contributory pension. We have not reached where we want to be. But certainly, the World Bank said only one pillar of pension cannot take care of the population. You need at least 4 pillars. You need the insurance aspect. You also need the additional voluntary contribution. And you also need the mean tested social security. whereby people that are old, you can come ahead and be helping them. But you see, Nigeria is a developing economy. We want to make sure that the contributory pension is fully implemented by all and sundry. And then we also want to make sure that the micro pension, which will take care of the generality of the informal sector, who are more actually, should have been completed. Once we reach that status where the micro pension is scattered for about 90% of the informal sector, and then all states have keyed in, I'm telling you, we will have a very happy populace. Then we can go to the next pillar and the next pillar.
Indeed, the pillars, and of course the growth is different. Of course, we hope that it will be upward trajectory. You made mention about micro pension, which is where I was coming to, and to see how these people can indeed be incorporated fully into CPS there. How much effort do you think we'll be making? I read a report over the weekend about the citizen pension launching. Talking about how they can improve the pension industry for these areas. How much of effort do you think we'll be making? And of course, how much more do we need to do, especially if you look at the current prevailing economic circumstances?
Well, there are two issues here. The operators and the regulator need to do more. They really need to do more. I would like a situation where every time I open my TV, I should be seeing advert on micro pension. And every time I also check, I will see one activity to do with micro pension. The federal government is now doing something financial inclusion. I find that like we are doing double on the same thing. Micro pension, if the federal government can link up with the pension regulator PENCOM, they can solve this financial inclusion at a go. Then the Nigerian citizenry, those that are informal sector, should also look and find out, what do you do with yourself when you are old? Now you are using your health, your youth to be earning money. What of when you are old? So there is need to be setting aside, even if it is small, for the rainy day. So that is the two sides. Nigerians who are in the market, who are doing informal sector work, they should wake up to the fact that they need to set aside something before society takes care of you, your own relations. When you're old, the younger people will take care of you. But today, it is not like that. You find somebody with 5 children, all of them are not with him. One is in Port Harcourt, one is in Kano, one is in Lagos, trying to earn a living. They cannot take care of you. So the issue is, you need to set aside something for the rainy day.
Indeed, very
important. Then the government and the regulator, it is in their interest to expand coverage. It is in their interest to set out activities every week, every day, to bombard our people with the need for the micro pension.
How much do you think technology can do to achieve all of this? As we wrap up the conversation.
Well, technology definitely will play a key part. The contributory pension is underpinned by technology from day one. Now, if you have somebody in Wuse market who wants to do the micro pension, he can easily check his phone or his neighbor's phone and get in touch with a pension fund administrator. They will send him a form. He can complete it there, attach his name. The only thing is he may need to visit them once to do his biometric there and take his picture. Once he do that, even payment can also be done using technology, because it's just whatever he gets, you just send it to their account and they will acknowledge it and send him a receipt. So definitely technology will have to be at the background, and it has to be the thing that will move this micro pension.
Indeed, cutting edge technology is indeed needed to be deployed to achieve all of this. In your final word now, what will you say to PENCOM, who are at the head of all of these things? I mean, there's quite a whole lot of challenges for them. We'll talk about this. Some states still practicing DBS, old defined benefit scheme. Of course, we also talk about the micro pension as well. What do you think PENCOM should do in all of this? Who is the ultimate regulator of the industry?
I'm happy to say that the present DG is not she's not sitting down. She has shown a very good track record by engaging federal government to get the 756 billion bond, to sort out accrued right, sort out so many things. And she has also moved with her management to approve that PFAs should be paying benefits without recourse to the regulator. And they gave them a deadline, 3 days, 2 days. They should pay everybody that has satisfied all the conditions for payment. I will appeal to the DG to tackle micro pension as a matter of urgency, because that will even serve and help the federal government the more. Because the more citizenry, get something by as something that they can say, oh, this is my money, then the more satisfied they are.
All right.
I believe PENCOM can do it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. That's a good place to end the conversation today. Malam Sani Mustapha, Senior Technical Advisor of COPEHRA. COPEHRA is Contributory Pension and Happy Retirement Advocacy. Malam Mustapha was also the immediate past Director of Corporate Services at PITAR. Thank you for your time on Business Daily today.
Thank you, Mr. Yusuf.
Thank you so much. With that, is a wrap on the show today. We're back again on Monday. I am Yusuf Akogun.